We all make mistakes in the beginning when we're starting a business. What was your biggest mistake when you started your business? I would love to know what it is, so pop it in the comments. My biggest mistake in the beginning when I was making my blends was not topping up my bottles completely. I'm going to thingy that down a bit because of the light. When I first started making my blends, I didn't fill my bottles up. I had these beautiful 10 ml glass bottles and I didn't fill them up because I'd heard that if you overfilled them, they could leak everywhere. Didn't realise that was on pressurised bottles, but there you go. And I really struggled with kind of being a bit like, well, I don't want to give them too much oil because it's going to cost me too much money. And, if it leaks everywhere or, if they don't like it, I don't want to give them a full bottle. I mean, they're only 10 ml bottles. What was I thinking? That was in the beginning. And I look back now a year later and think, actually, that wasn't, I didn't need to have that as an issue. It wasn't really something I should be worrying about. But it was something that, at the time, I mean, I sent my blends out without a label on to begin with. I didn't know. I was starting from fresh, didn't have a clue what I was doing. All I knew was I was making this amazing blend called the Frazzled Mum Fix, and I wanted it for mums and I wanted it to be great. I didn't really think of the logistics of it or anything. I didn't even think about the safety reports. Now all my blends have CPSR safety reports, but in the beginning, I didn't. I was just sending. It was mainly to my send mums, like a lot of my send mums that I worked with through lockdown. We did a lot of, stuff through lockdown online videos. So I was sending these bottles out half full, and people were saying to me, oh, it must have leaked on the journey or it must have evaporated because it's only half full. And I'm thinking, did I not fill it up and have it shipped? Like, oh my God. And now I look back and think, what was I thinking? It was a mistake I made in the beginning. Now my bottles are, nice and full with these beautiful labels on. Sorry, that's backwards. And I still make mistakes tonight. Blooper. Oh my goodness. So I filled my bottles up. I pre-filled my bottles up before I started recording and then realised I hadn't pressed record. So I'm faffing around trying to hit record, trying to simultaneously record it on my phone as well for a reel and thinking, why's my leg wet? I'd tipped the entire bottle down my trouser leg. My trousers smell lovely now. They smell of Be Gentle. But yeah, it was all down my trouser leg and all over my nice wooden floor in my office. I was like, shit, what an idiot. Like how, and I'd forgotten to put the rollerball in. That was one of my major problems as well with my bottles in the beginning was I was getting bottles and I was getting them arriving with these little rollerballs already in the bottles. Now, as soon as you broke the seal, because my big idea in the beginning was to send out bottles and they would be refillable. You could send them back and be refilled. But I quickly learned that as soon as you broke the seal on the bottles they were sending me, that they basically just pulled straight back out. So they were leaking all over the place and it was an absolute bloody disaster. So now I have a great supplier of bottles with the rollerballs, and I use this little tool to push them down in, hear them click, and it they're then back in there. No spills or leakage. But it was a big problem for me in the beginning, and I had lots of hiccups along the way. And, it's a learning process. We all either make mistakes, we all find hiccups or bumps in the road that, we kind of like, should I carry on? But take it from me, carry on. You're going to be amazing. My passion, my love, I've had so many bleeps along this year-long journey. And yet here we are with these beautiful bottles. Ready to go out in kits and my new velvet bag sets and my new birthday boxes. I have to do a plug for my new birthday box. In my new birthday box you get a blend, a little pack of my Sweet Lounge sweets, 2 beautiful birthday cake scented wax melts, which I'm so excited about because I've just got a supply of wax melts into my boxes from, I'll do another video for that another day. But we all make cock-ups. We all make mistakes in the beginning. And even, as I said, I'm still making them a year down the bloody line. Just don't let it beat you, Keep going. You're going to be incredible. You're going to be amazing. Your passion, your love, everything you throw into your business is going to be freaking amazing. And we all make mess ups. We all make mistakes. As I said in the beginning, What's the biggest mistake you made in the beginning? I would love to know so that I don't feel like such a plonker. Anyway, I'm back to making bottles.